one thing I needed to check was where we are in terms of crag, and the broken weird green stuff is pine wood, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
technically quote unquote light woods, but I thought I would do that just so it's a little clear that it was pine woods.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Makes sense.
And the crags that were replaced are in F8 and H1. There was only 2 buildings, I believe.
Oh, gotcha, yeah. It looks like Q10 as well, or O10, O10.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't add that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no worries. Can't you, I think you can just set it, can you not change it from buildings to crags, or I
Nope.
guess not? Oh, weird.
Yeah, no, you can do a lot of things, but that's not one of them, or at least I didn't see it effect.
I always find that really weird how you can't just kind of change it to whatever.
It's doubly weird because they do have that change for certain things. Like you can change elevation levels. I think you can change woods.
Yeah.
Like marsh. Like there's a few things you can actually do kind of throughout. But
So, does that make sense? NVR is 2. So that's sort of each subsequent every night scenario. Alright.
yeah, the major question I had there is it doesn't. It says it's overcast, but it doesn't say anything about the moon. I don't think that's the only other question I had.
Uh, hmm. It might just be that the overcast is blocking the moon entirely, is probably how I would interpret it, but let me just see if.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with going overcast, no moon kind of thing.
I have to put a no quarter. Infantry. There we go. With cool. No quarter, hand to hand is in effect.
So here's my question for that: no quarters in effect. Does that mean that we can choose that option, or that it has already been chosen?
It means it's already been chosen. Basically, the way that the game represents it is that at the start of scenarios, unless the SSR has been defined, it is always not in effect. Ergo, hasn't been nobody's been taken prisoner, nobody's been rejected, so on. Cloud cover. Oh, and no moon. That's why. I forget if there's a night.
Oh yeah, okay, I just missed that then. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, the number of times we miss stuff, it's I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm surprised there's no moon or even the moon um coverage. It's a
Yes,
weird
I did look for that quite a bit.
yeah, it's a weird oversight.
And the other thing that's kind of weird to me is that there's no tracking chart for that because that NVR is actually a moving thing.
Yeah, well, so basically what we could do is we can just grab a where's turn tracks. So you can just take a regular turn track, just have it in NVR. Just do it that way is kind of the quote unquote simple way, I guess. Um, Man, that makes me think to bug somebody for a moon thing. Try to implement it myself or something. I don't know. Okay. I'm pretty sure I grabbed my group stuff, so that should be in effect. I don't get cloaking counters. Your leaders are commissars. No bore sighting. All your guys are elite and first line are stealthy, which sucks. Pretty
They
sure
do have
my
freedom of movement as well. That's the other major thing there.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure my guys are not stealthy or anything. Or at least I don't recall getting. Oh, excuse me. Any bonuses? Wait, where's Red Russians? Hasty roadblocks. Red Russians, Italians, commissars. Only commissars may initiate human wave. Yeah. I got my battle hardened stuff. And then straight into Bolshevik partisans. Alright, cool. So I got nothing really special. Cool. You only get 1 star shell. And captured LMG doesn't apply because we all use the same LMGs. Cool. Before I forget, I'm going to put my sniper. Size. Pretty sure I have an ELR 3. And sniper
Yes,
2.
you do. And actually, I'm really confused about ELR and sniper numbers with the night rules.
So if I recall correctly, was it not, does night not increase the sniper number?
So, yeah, it does. Let me see if I can find
Pretty sure it's like +2 or something. ELR loss. The ELR of a scenario defender in a night scenario is always printed on the OB. 1 less than it would be normally. Those scenario defender units with the underlying morale have their ELR lowered to 4, but retain their special characteristics. So essentially, you just have slightly less ELR.
The thing is, I don't. What's confusing me is like that one's ELR is actually fairly straightforward. Like they're just telling me it's going to be 1 less than normal, but that seems kind of pointless since I think ELR is always on OB anyway, right?
Yeah, I don't. So I think the only reason they put it in there is if you're building your own. And so if there's like a normal ELR for, like, for example, and to the detriment of this game, like they usually put SS as having, higher ELR and whatever, which the historicity of it is obviously in question and most likely not true for the SS in almost all cases. But um, if the game says, like, oh, they're normally a 4 or a 5 to quote unquote show off their devotion or whatever, you reduce it by 1 to represent that, the night part, anyways.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I say, the ELR is actually reasonably straightforward. But yeah, hold on, where the heck is the SS? Where is the sniper bit?
Sniper is going to be something. I thought it was going to be real close. Routing. Wow, good order SMCs are automatic stealthy. Nice. Snipers. E 1.72. An effective sniper attack removes any cloaking counters. Random selection is then used. Okay. That's strange. I thought that would have said the other stuff about it.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember reading that as well.
You know what, I'm just going to do sand because I can just do that. The actual sand can never. The printed sand of each side in a night snare is increased by 2, up to a maximum. So this is in mistaken fire. In actual plate, due to random mistaken fire, the actual sand can never be reduced below the printed or recorded sand in a night scenario. Sniper checks can reduce it only to the printed number. In addition, anytime a captured MG is fired at night, its location is subjected to an automatic sniper attack, and that line does not count for us. So essentially, my sand is 4 and yours is 5.
Okay, you probably should modify that because I think I put in the ones off the.
There you go.
I just find that very bizarre that they wouldn't actually just do that in the scenario. You know, like
I think it's just because the way that ELR works. One, it says it's whatever's printed on there, and I feel like ELR is more as like a basis for do it yourself, whereas mistaken fire is it's trying to balance 2 things. One, that your sniper can never be reduced below a number, So if you have a sniper, the text of it basically says like you can't be reduced below 2. Like you have to have a sniper, and I think the reason behind it is because you have the mistaken fire. So if someone was to capture an MMG or whatever and then use it, you if you had no sniper, you wouldn't get the automatic sniper attack. So you'd be able to abuse um, that lack of like return fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump my sniper there because you're not on board.
Sure. Um, I'm just trying to remember. I don't think there's any additional movement costs at night, right? Or am I mistaken that? Movement. On foot infantry during a night stay must pay an additional MF for each concealment terrain location. Okay. So each concealment terrain is just an extra 1. I don't get cloak encounters. Night vision range 2. I feel like there's something
You may
else.
stray.
I can't stray right now because the rules for straying says at the start of its movement phase, each on-board ground unit, and because my guys aren't on board, they wouldn't get it. Is how I assume it. Because otherwise you'd.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. I meant that that's one thing we're gonna have to keep track
Oh
of. I
right.
think we were
Okay.
forgetting it pretty
Yeah.
bad in the other ones. Let's see. Other things that I noticed: you can't do multi-group fire groups, multi-hex fire groups.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There is a modifier. Do you know what the modifier is for emerging from a blind hex?
You mean for like a 2 hit or
Yes, for to hit purposes.
when a unit enters? So the rule reference is E1.73. It says when a
Yep.
unit is treated as emerging from a blind hex for the latter units at 2 hit purposes. So what I assume this means is basically that you're not getting the like the movement factors spent within line of sight. Will modify that. Um, but let's do. I'm just gonna write search emerging, and we'll see if that brings anything up. I like how it returns absolutely nothing. So it probably is that just like a blind hex is going to mess up your ability to hit it. A 6.4.
Yeah, it's like elevation.
Yeah, it's just usually if it was anything more specific other than just like you're not seen, for example. Uh, I'd imagine it would be written directly, but it's not. So I assume it's just line of sight and how much stuff costs. So, like in terms of movement points and how much a gun or unit could theoretically shoot at an enemy that way. But
Oh, that's for guns. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, it's not going to be for because it's capitalized to hit. It's not for support weapon or infantry firepower. So for the most part, I think we should be clear of it. Shouldn't have much of an issue. Um, the weather roll was an 8, so there's absolutely no issue there. No change. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do some moves. Now, if I remember correctly, even though you might have night vision range on some guys, it doesn't lose. I shouldn't lose concealment unless it's in a illuminated location. I'm pretty sure that's how we had it last time.
Yeah, that sort of rings a bell. Let's see.
Concealment lost. Concealment gained retained easily at night, but otherwise identical to daylight concealment. loss. An infantry loses cloaking or concealment at night if it uses non-assault movement in a location that is already illuminated when that unit expends movement vectors in it, or if it enters an enemy-occupied location during the movement phase. Otherwise, it does not lose cloaking or concealment at night when moving, advancing. A unit in the act of movement when illumination first affects its current location has the option to expend no more movement factors and movement points during that movement phase, and thereby avoid the loss of cloaking or concealment. Alright. Alright, so let's just... I don't have anything rally, I don't have anything in prep, so if you have anything, feel free to declare.
Nope, I don't have anything this turn.
Cool. Alright, so first unit... Oh my god, that's going to drag off in a weird way. We'll spend 1 movement point or movement factor to go into B10.
Okay.
B9 for 2.
Okay.
Let's just go straight for it. C9 for 4.
Okay.
Second unit goes to B10, then continues to C10 for 2.
Okay.
D9 for 4.
Okay.
Third unit goes to B10 for 1, B9 for 2.
Okay.
B8 for 3.
All right.
We'll end there. Unit off board on the top right. We'll move to A10 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
A9 for 2.
Okay.
B8 for 3.
All right.
Two units will go to A10 for 1.
Okay.
A9 for 2.
Okay.
A8 for 3.
All right.
A7 for 5.
All right.
Or is it 5? Pine Woods is 1.5, is it? Where's Pine Woods in this chart? Pine Woods is not in that chart. Cool. Woods. Where's Woods? Woods. Pine. E13.8. Pine Woods represented extension. Pine Woods 1.5. And Night was an increase of 1, was it? Or was it double? Pretty sure it was 1. So I'm at 5.5. I think is...
Okay. Yep. Sounds fine to me.
It's 5.5 there. Last guy in the stack, A10, A9, A8 for 3.
Okay.
Over in the middle, gonna have 1 unit move to I10 for 1.
Okay.
Into H9 for 3.
Okay.
G9 for 4.
All right.
2 units go to I10 for 1.
Okay.
H9 for 3.
All right.
And we'll stop there. Last unit in the stack goes to I10 for 1.
Okay.
I9 for 3.
All right.
Stops there. Craig is 2 movements, okay. Gonna have 2 units move into O10 for 3.
All right.
Late CX into O9 for 5.
Sounds good.
Other unit will go into N10 for 2.5.
Okay.
And 3.5 into M10. Or, yeah, M10.
All right.
I need to. Sorry. I know where they are originally, but I need to grab some units here. There. 2 units go into P10 for 1.
Okay.
2.
All right.
4 into P8.
Okay.
And 5 into P7.
Okay.
And 6 into O7.
All right.
The other 2 will go to P10 for 1, P9 for 2, and then P8 for 4.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's it for movement. Defensive fire.
Sorry, I'm just reviewing some night rolls here.
No worries. Oh, dang. A little too big. What's this?
We'll unconceal and fire at you. So that's going to be a 3 flat, I think.
I think there's a +1 for night.
All right, so 3 up 1.
Yeah. Six on 3.
6 on 3 is a pin test check.
Fantastic. Test check. Both pass, and we both triggered our own snipers, so no sniper.
Yep, no snipers. That's it. Over to you.
Okay. Well, I might as well return the favor. I don't have assault fire, or at least I'm pretty sure I don't. So it's also going to be a 3. Now it's going to be flat just because it's illuminated, but you have height advantage, and I have a -1
Not
leader.
eliminated.
Yeah, the gun flash. At least I'm pretty sure it does illumination. I think you only get the +1 if it's...
Gun flashes are not a form of illumination.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that the +1 unless I'm also mistaken on that, should be. It's like only if it's same level or above, but like if you're shooting at a unit a full hex higher or something, you'd get the +1 for. You'd either get +1 from height advantage or the night vision. I don't think it stacks. Or not. Anyways.
What's the hindrance for Crag? Is it +1?
It's TM, I think. I didn't realize you were in a Crag.
Yeah, I'm in a Crag.
So then you don't get height advantage. So it's still a flat 3. Alright, so flat 3. Your sniper. Oh, that sucks. No, wait, my sniper. Jesus. No cowering. 4 on 3, 1 MC. Man, that's already gonna mess me up. That it says it adds the night vision range as a modifier. Maybe that's a shoot. No, I think I'm just gonna stick with that. Defense fire comes off. Prep fire comes off. Excuse me. Route phase. I have no routes.
My guys low crawl away.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they might not. I think they have to go that way.
So let's see what routes say.
Well, they have to go to cover concealment terrain, right? So woods are building typically.
Yeah, and Crag counts for the purposes. I'm just curious if it allows it to, if it matters if it's in night vision range. So a broken unit does not normally route at night, but instead always uses low crawl and is never eliminated for failure to route. A broken inherent crew still uses all of its route phase to route out of its vehicle in the same hex. Unit is captured or surrenders at night only by CCing, doesn't matter for us. The DM unit retains DM until it makes a rally, self-rally, original die roll less than its current printed morale, which isn't going to matter because if you have commissars, we're going to be golden anyways. Broken unit may always low crawl.
And does not have to low crawl toward any particular terrain type.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you can low crawl anywhere.
Yeah, so you're just going to low crawl that way.
Cool. Advance phase. Only thing I'm curious is if there's any limitations on advance, but I don't think there is.
I mean, you'll get CX more often if you advance up into concealment terrain.
Yeah, but that's about it, I think. So, alright, let's just do this quick. So, these guys in A7 will advance to B6, A8 to A7, B8 to B7.
Oh, back up.
Oh. Alright.
If I remember correctly, at night when you're unhipped, you're concealed. So yeah.
Yes, yeah. You don't even normally you wouldn't. I think you automatically go to conceal and you push back. I think it's the only time that would happen. I'm fairly sure about that. I'm just gonna start this off bloody. Might as well. Might as well mark it as well. That would be one. Yeah. Yeah. H9 goes into H8. Does not have to CX.
Can you move them back?
Oh, yep.
Sorry, couldn't select the gun or anything. Okay.
I'm only seeing one counter. There you go. Alright. Well, if I add more guys, it'll be CX, which sucks. G9 goes to G8. I'm just going to toss I9 to J8. That's F3. M10 goes to L9. My CX guys in O9 will go to O8. P8 goes to P7. O7 will go to O6. And that's everybody. CC phase. We got 2 CCs. Just want to see if there's any need for attacks. Pretty sure there technically isn't, but yeah, it does not say. Cool. Well, I'm going to attempt anyways, because I really want to cause damage. CC space.
So yeah, where are you starting?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just seeing if so attacked, blah. I'm just double checking, making sure there's nothing I missed. Routing, that's different. Jitter fire, different. During a night scenario, the attacker's ambush dice roll need be only at least 2 less. Okay. So only for the attacker. Cool. Not that that's really gonna matter, but we'll do D8 first, just because left to right. So ambush 5. That's not gonna be anything. Now we're both concealed, so we both get like -3 or -2. Even with
we don't have to.
For oh, okay. All right, and then we'll do B7. So same idea. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Ambush.
Great. Ambush me.
Well, I'm gonna take that opportunity, no matter what. I have to reveal him regardless. But just letting you know that it's 6.
So you're at 3 to 1.
3 to 1. Cool. Also, I'm going to take one of these concealment offs because I hate the hyper stacking. So I'm at a 3 to 1. Ambush gives me a -1. You're a concealed unit, so technically I'm halved. So if I'm 3 to 1,
you're 3 to 2.
3 to 2. Okay, so thank God. Just under it, so they're dead.
Stealthy doesn't affect that at all, does it?
No. It's just versus concealed does something, which is basically the biggest thing. Trying to see. There's no modifiers for night that I can tell. No. Kind of surprised, but I guess that's the bonus that they would get in for the ambush roll.
Do gun flashes go away?
They go away at the end of the advanced fire phase. It is... Where did I see it? Gun flashes.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it. Yeah.
Here you go. And that is turn 1.
Do you want to start a casualty VP counter?
Yeah, I was just about to. I assume it's 2. I don't. Oh, half squad.
It's a half squad.
1.
All right.
I need. Ooh, almost twice, because there's a night vision range change if the 6 was colored, and a 12 would change wind for. I forget what else that changes. Let's put. They don't have one. That's weird.
So it's overcast with no moon, right?
Correct.
Huh, that's weird.
What?
Because the NVR should be 1.
Maybe it's just how this scenario guys wanted it. That's.
Yep. All right, cool. Okay, so no change on that. Thankfully, it's combined with the weather. I have only 1 rally, and I can't do anything with him. So
You can self rally. I mean, if you want, you're always running the risk of casualty rally or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, why not? He's already been casually reduced once. But no. Yeah, he's going to lose his DM, but he's going to get it right back immediately, so I will just leave it on there if that's cool with you.
Oh, yeah. I'm a little confused, though. You said he was casualty reduced already? Because he only broke. He only took a morale check.
ELR'd.
Oh, okay. Wait, really?
Really? I have an ELR of 2.
Yeah.
And that was a conscript.
Gotcha.
I rolled like a 10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so... I don't think I have anything else in route phase, or rally phase, excuse me. Do you?
Oh, shit. These guys. How did I not... I forgot to put a CC counter on these guys.
Oh, yep. Sorry, we'll back it up then.
Yeah, well, everything else is inconsequential, so thankfully. It's a leader and a 347. We will do ambush. It's a 5. So none.
I'm stealthy. I have a 2, so yeah, ambush. Or no, do I get to ambush you?
So it's the rules state that an SMC gets stealthy as well. So we would both go down by the same amount, and we were both concealed. So I don't think there's an ambush, because you would need 3 and I would need to be 2 or less, and neither of us have it.
So no ambushes.
So it's a 1-to-1, no ambush. Nope. Cool. So that's gonna devolve into melee.
Are we in hand-to-hand?
I didn't declare it, so it's melee for now.
So no quarter has already been in place.
Yes.
But hand-to-hand still has to be declared.
Yeah. So how it works is that hand-to-hand has to be quote unquote allowed. During a normal scenario, you wouldn't have the option for hand-to-hand ever. That's the main difference between when it says it's in effect or not.
Okay.
Like, unless I know, so I think the way that it complicates things is that the Japanese, and usually hand to hand is mostly an artifact or a function of Japanese, because I'm pretty sure hand to hand came into play into the rules when they were released, and the Japanese, I believe, have to go hand to hand all the time. And that's what, fucks it up. Yeah, whenever one or more unbroken Japanese infantry cavalry unit is the attacker in CC melee or ambushes the enemy in CC, that CC melee automatically becomes hand-to-hand, unless every such blah blah blah. But when it comes to, regular units declaring it, it has to be a declared thing. I'm just trying to see if I can find the specific note here. Yeah, units do not have to be stacked with enemy units to engage and succeed. They merely have to occupy the same location. However, if actually stacked with enemy units, hand-to-hand CC rules apply. This is one of the few rules which varies in ASL and applies only to infantry and cavalry. Hand-to-hand can be declared only by the attacker and only if his involved units have not been ambushed this turn. So, and once it's declared, it affects all units on both sides as long as that melee exists. Berserk unit must declare hand-to-hand. Yeah. So basically, it's an option that's available.
All right. I'll just chalk it up to being ASL weirdness.
Kinda, yeah. I think it's just the like, instead of creating an extra rule, they were like, oh well, hand-to-hand already exists, so we'll just, kind of stick that into effect everywhere type idea, or how to apply it to a more general sense. But yeah, sorry. So we were in rally phase. You did your rally attempt.
I did. It failed.
Yeah.
Prep fire.
Shoot into a friendly melee and potentially kill my guys?
No.
Excuse me.
These are assault moves.
Okay. You can do more than just assault moves. If you want.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Like, M7 is technically visible. There are 2 hex range from that hex. That's why I'm assaulting.
Yeah, but it's not illuminated. So you wouldn't lose concealment. Because that's how I got close to all your guys, right?
Yeah, no. It's okay.
Okay.
I just don't want the modifiers. So yeah. Let's see where else. I think that's it for movement.
All right.
Defense fire.
Yeah, sure. 06 will shoot at N5. So that's going to be 6. There's an up 1 for LV hindrance and a -1 for leader, so it's just a flat 6. 10, it's nothing. I will also try my luck D8 to E8, so they will both drop concealment. It is 12 firepower halved because they're concealed, and then +1 for Pinewoods. So 6 up 1. All right. And that's it. Advanced fire phase.
No advanced fire, I think.
Okay.
Route phase. We will continue our low crawl shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think you have any.
No.
Advanced phase. CC.
And here's where you can declare hand-to-hand if you want to do hand-to-hand.
No, that's all right. I think it's 1-to-1 both ways.
Yep.
We don't need to do silly things like roll ambush again, do we? Because it's
No.
time.
Yeah, it's just continuation of the previous CC.
That's well, casualty reduce you, but kill me.
So because I have 2 units, random selection, top, bottom, so squad takes a casualty reduction. I'll just put it here. Alright. No weather change. I have no rallies. Prep fire.
I don't have any to do, so yeah, it's over to you.
D8's going to shoot at E8 again, so 6 up 1. 7 on 6 is a normal roll. And alright. Sorry, I just want to double check this thing. I haven't checked the unit, thankfully, but it's really bugging me whenever it's like, oh, the +1 applies to this and this. All night attacks are subject to +1. However, the +1 is never applicable to in combination with any positive TM due to or if the target hex contains any terrain whose topmost height is at least a full level higher than the fire, or if the claiming target is claiming wall advantage. Yeah, so because you're in the woods, and the woods extend 1 level higher. Okay. Man, that's a weird... I need to read the footnote for this to figure out why that's the case. Alright. I don't have any other shots. So straight into movement. One unit in B7. Just gonna clone this. It's gonna go to C7 for 1.
Okay.
D6 for 2.
All right.
And then E6 for 4.
Okay.
Second unit goes to C7 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
D6 for 2.
Okay.
E7 for 4.
All right.
Unit in A7 goes to A6 for 1.
Okay.
B5 for 2.
Okay.
C5 for 4.
Uh-huh.
One unit in B6 goes to C6 for 1.
Okay.
D5 for 3. Lastly, unit in B6 goes to C6 for 1. And then D6 for 2. Ends there. The unit in G8 will normal move to H7,
Okay.
and then I7 for 2.
We will unconceal and fire at you.
All right.
So that is going to be 10 halved 5. Your normal moving.
10.
Or, never mind. Sorry. Yeah. 8 halved, so 4.
Yeah. 4. Non-assault move is a -1. There's a +1 to the LV, I believe.
But then I have a -1 from leader, so it's going to be just a net -1, I believe.
Also, it doesn't nullify move in open ground, so there is a -3 to the shot and a +1, so it's a 4 down 2.
7 on 4 is a pin test check.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that takes out my concealment, and I barely passed the task check. The unit H8 units will assault move to H7,
Okay.
and unit in J8 will go to K8 for 4.
Nope. Push back.
Alright, well, they still spent 4 to get there, or to attempt to get there.
Okay. Goddamn vassal. There we go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, well, unit L9 moves to L8 for 1.
Okay.
L7 for 3.
We will unconceal and fire at you.
Okay.
In L6. So that's going to be 3.
So
flat,
3,
I think.
it's down 2, non-assault movement, open ground, and then +1 for...
+1, so down 1. So 3 down 1.
Yes. That unit ends there, by the way.
Yeah, we'll unconceal and fire at you again. Leader
Okay.
directed, because why not? It's going to be the same, I believe.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Oh my god. I feel like we've rolled a shit ton of 10s for IFT attacks.
I'm working on an 8.5 average, so you're...
I'm on a 7.75, yeah. Our IFT's shit.
Okay.
Alright, well, stack in 08 loses their CX. They will move as a group to N7 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then into Crag, which is 2 plus 1 for Knight, so 4.
Okay.
Stack in P7 will go to 07 for 1.
Okay.
Into 06 for 3. Oh wait, that's Crag, sorry. So I'll go to N6 for 4 instead.
Okay.
Didn't realize it was Crag. 06 goes to N5 for 1.
Okay.
N4 for 2.
Uh-huh.
04 for 3.
Okay.
O3 for 4.
Uh-huh.
N5 for 5.
Okay.
M2 for 6.
Alright, sounds good.
And that is it for moves.
Hold on, I gotta look up something.
Yep, no worries. .5.2. Interesting.
E8 will fire back at D8 because sure, why not?
Okay.
So I believe that's going to be a 3 up 1.
Mhm.
Or no, up 2. I'm sorry for knight as well.
Yeah. Was it the +1 for that?
Light woods or woods.
Is never applicable in combination or if the target has any terrain. Yeah, no, so if it's +1.
It's still a miss. It's 8
Oh,
on
okay.
3. So, yeah. This unit will unconceal and fire at I7.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 6 up 1, I believe.
Yes.
So 8 on 6 is a pin test check.
Pin task. Pass.
God damn it. I'm just going to concede immediately.
Well, let's See.
Yeah, I'll keep going. I'm just it's yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, why not? Let's get funky here.
The dice certainly are not playing nice. Ooh, okay.
We will unhip and fire at your leader and half squad
Okay.
for fun.
Technically, you could just shoot, and if I don't think you automatically lose hit, but either way.
I mean, there's gunshots. Yeah, so
So -1 for range, +1 for hindrance for night. I think that's it.
okay.
Oof, just barely a hit.
So that is a 5 on 4, which
One
is
MC.
a 1 MC.
1 MC and sniper. Leader is pretty sure he's dead. Let me double check here. Because if it's casualty and MC, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Casualty MC. Casualty MC. Excuse me. God damn. If an unbroken personnel rolls original 12 during MC, suffer casualty reduction or is eliminated if not subject to breaking. So pretty sure he's eliminated. It's a +1 there. The morale level is the same as this half squad that's with him.
Oh,
so...
god damn it. You know what we forgot again? Straying.
We did for this turn of movement. We'll just do it so like
yeah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll remember it for the next one. It's okay.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyways, that guy dies. The squad is fine. They don't take a morale check because they're the same morale as the leader that died.
Okay. We do have rate, so I will keep firing at you because sure, why not?
Sounds good.
I'll break it.
Woo! Jesus.
Ding, 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 ding. Over to you.
Advanced fire. Got options. No, those guys will stay there. The stack in M7 is going to drop concealment. So it is... why can't they count? 6, 8, 16, advanced fire phase halved. So it's 8. They will be shooting at L6. So it is a +1 for the TM. So 8 up 1. 10 on 8, I'm pretty sure is a miss. They have a nice juicy leader. So squad in J8 will shoot at K8 as a 3 up 1. Yeah, as a 3 up 1. Pretty sure that's 613 PTC, and pretty sure that's your sniper.
They both pass, so no pin. And
Damn.
I activate my sniper again, but that doesn't help. Whee!
Hate that. Hate that so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically,
like
you can go.
A8 or L7.
That is correct.
Is it my choice or is it random?
It's always your choice. I don't think there's a time where you can random selection of it. Oh, that fucking sucks. One guy didn't want break. Um. I7 will. I'm just gonna shoot at J7, so it's a 3-up-1. That's nothing. Yeah, might as well. I am going to declare from N6 to L6. Yeah, that's also okay. So the crag is inherent, so M7 is also generating a plus. It's a hindrance, so it is a 5-up-2 shot because it's 10 halved plus 2. 6 on 5 is NMC. Sure, I'll take it. That's it for advanced fire. Take off all these preps. Offensive. Routes, my broken guy in L7. Oops, I do not want to take your sniper. Goes to M8. And that's it for my routes.
Okay. My guy will continue his low crawl shenanigans.
Sounds good. Pretty sure it's everybody. Advances. So J8's going to go to K9. E7 is going to go into E8. I7 is going to I6. H7 is going to attempt I8. Just so I don't forget these. Everybody here is just going to go up 1. So C5 to D4, D5 to E5, E6 to F6, or F5, sorry. And D6 is going to go to D5. Don't I miss that? Over in M7, I'm going to have one squad advance into L6. Other guy will stay where he is. And one unit in N6 goes to M6. Also, I'm suddenly overcome with paranoia, and I need to check if straying affects advance. I don't think it does, but you know what?
No, I don't think so.
I'm just paranoid enough to check it out. In that move phase. Okay, no. Yeah, so that's... Oh, whoops. Guys in M2 go to L1. Almost forgot those guys. Do I want to move these guys? Sure. D8 will split. One unit goes to E9 and the other goes to D7. And that's it for advances. So, just do left to right, top, bottom. So, L6 first. There's no ambush dice. I'm pretty sure Crag doesn't apply it.
It's cover and concealment, isn't it?
It's only woods and building. Ambush is very limited in how it occurs. But might as well check just in case. Ambush. Where the hell did I put ambush? Ambush. Whenever an infantry advances into CC in a woods building location or with against a concealed unit, an ambush can conceivably occur.
All right, got it. Yep.
So it's 1-to-1 for me because that's that happens.
Yep, and then it's a 1-to-2, I believe, for me.
Yeah. I do not wish to make it hand to hand, so 8. Damn.
Nothing.
Cool. Turns into a melee. We'll do I8. Ambush roll.
Do not roll. They are dummies. They get removed.
All right.
Yeah, I looked that up actually. The ambush roll occurs after you remove dummies. So
Gotcha.
So dummies can never get out of the way, basically.
Right, you can't suss it out, basically. Which I guess makes sense. I6, that is just Crag, so no ambush. I'm at a 3-to-2. No modifiers.
1-to-2, I think. Yep.
Yeah, with a -1. Okay, nothing for me.
Nothing.
1-to-2. Oh, sorry, I was looking at hand to hand. Thank God. So that's melee. And then lastly, E8. Now E8 will have an ambush because my guys are concealed and also woods. All right, ambush.
I am stealthy, but I think that still doesn't help.
Yeah. My guys are 3-4-7, so 1-to-1. I'm not declaring hand to hand, and I'll get a -1. I should have declared hand to hand. That is no result. So now you get to attack.
I am pinned. I'm back on a 1-to-2. That is nothing.
Thank God. Alright, so that gets flipped. And that's it for CC.
My units are coming in on turn 4.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's going to matter.
We get more guys on turn 4, so I think that'll, if anything, that'll be a bigger help.
No, I don't think there's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, they're coming in on turn 4. It's fine. Rally phase. Let's see. I just have my one dude to rally. Nope.
I have a guy, but he can't rally, so.
Hold on, I gotta repair something. I need to look. I thought I saw something about like making repair harder, but maybe I was reading that wrong.
I don't know. Let's check. I find that'd be weird if it applied to guns, but repair. Nope, that's glider. I don't think there is. Yeah, no.
Where did I see it? Was it in some other? It's probably in some weird ass place.
I can only imagine that it might be for maybe this scenario pack. They might have something in there, but it's not in the rules. MMG, the repair number is raised by 1, which I don't think we've. I'm sure I wasn't doing that myself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, I misread it. It's the recovery, not the repair. Okay.
Oh yeah, recovery. Yeah.
Hooray!
Nice. All I ask is that you please don't use it.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Damn. I tried.
And hey, I don't think I get to use a star shell.
Oh, weather. No change.
change, and no, nothing to NVR as well. Very poop. Do crags block same level line of sight?
No, they're just a full level hindrance, I believe. Let me double check. Because I know the marker has it as a
Never mind.
full block.
I was going to say, I don't think the leader can see the melee in E8, so that's not a valid target.
I think if it counts as illuminated, then yes, he could. Because illuminated basically removes the NVR restriction.
Well, no, he can't. He doesn't actually have LOS to it because it's a level
Oh,
lower.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's in the blind hex set from the edge of the hill there. Well, bugger me. Sorry, rally phase. I don't have anything else to rally. I think you're okay as well, yeah?
Yeah, I got nothing else. I just removed the DM from my guy in M8.
Prep fire. We will shift our covered arc.
Mm-hmm.
K8 will fire at K9.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be a 6 up 2.
Up 1.
Oh,
Just
that's right.
just for whiz, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, our IFTs suck.
J7 will fire at I8,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be 6 up
6 up 1.
Yeah, 6 up 1.
Yeah. There you go. Sniper, cool.
So that's 5 on 6, 1 MC.
1 MC. Pin.
And your sniper.
Sniper, no sniper.
Defensive fire.
Alright. Those guys are pinned. I don't think I can get anything out of them. Shit. That sucks. All I want to do is encircle your leader and squad, and you keep making it impossible. How dare you? That's not worthwhile. M7 will attempt to shoot at K8. So we're looking at a 5 up 1. Powers. So if they were at 5, 4, 2, 7, nothing. That's a miss. K9, same shot. 6 up 1. Also cowers. That's literally not worth it. M6 will shoot at broken guys again. Might as well. As a 10 up 1. That's also nothing. Almost broke my gun. That's it. Advanced fire phase.
Okay, the infantry gun will fire now, just because, sure, why not? It will fire at F5.
Okay.
So you're concealed, that's +2.
There's a -1 for distance and a +1 for LV.
So it's a net +3.
It's a +2.
Sorry, yeah, net +2.
Concealed, -1, +1. Yeah, +2. That's a hit.
That is a hit. Yeah. Ten on 4 is nothing, but I do have rate.
Mm-hmm.
I think at night I don't get acquisition.
You wouldn't get acquisition because they're concealed. Had you gotten a PTC, then you would have gotten act. Or at least a PTC, I should say.
So not a hit.
Not a break.
Route phase. Is there a limitation to low crawling?
I think it's just 1 hex. Cost all move.
Alright, so it's basically they can move 1 hex, doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, it can't be over the 6 movement factor limit, I believe. But you'd be at 5 because it's 2 doubled +1 for night.
So he retreats there. I think that's it.
All right, I got nothing.
Advance phase. I think that's it.
All right.
CC, we'll start with the new one.
Okay. No ambush.
No ambush. I'm at 3-1.
Yep. And I'll be at 1 to 6.
And so, yeah, no hand-to-hand here.
Damn. All right. I could run away.
Can you if you're pinned?
You know what? You might be right. I might not be able to. So we'll just do 1 to 6. All right. Turns into a melee.
Yeah, that's fine. E8 next. Sure, why not?
Okay.
That is a 1-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
Cavalry reduction.
Damn. Yeah, my guys are in half squad now.
L6, which is also a 1-to-1.
Yep.
Nothing.
All right. Still nothing.
And last, I6. So this is a 1-to-2 for me, and I think a 3-to-2 for you.
Yes. And you get a -1.
Nothing. Yeah, you get me.
I get a casualty 3 to 2. Oh no, it is kill. Wow, okay. Does that count as killing the MMG? Eliminate. Random. Weird, it doesn't say. Destruction, LC destruction, speed weapon destruction. Did I roll a colored CC? Did I roll one? No. Okay, never mind.
All set.
Yeah, nothing else, sorry.
Over to you. And if you don't mind, if we call it here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like... I'm trying to think...
admit, I'm very inclined to concede simply because I don't think I have enough firepower left, even with the units coming on.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to... I mean, I guess if we call it here, G5's fake. Are they fake? Or
Yeah,
is
G5 is fake.
Okay, and J5 is real?
No, J5 is also fake.
Really? Oh, wow. Yeah.
But those guys are not.
Okay. So at least there's those guys on the hill.
I really don't see... I'm pretty sure that melee is going to end up badly, and then there's a lot of firepower coming in behind. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think... I'm trying to think of this, like... Because... I'm trying to think of, like... I'm trying to analyze the scenario, and it's like... I don't really... Like, I don't know where you'd put the gun other than where you put it. I guess maybe G5, but it... Like... Because I know I would be attempting to pick up this MMG, and if I get it, I just need to not roll a 6. I then have a squad with its firepower. So in prep fire, that's 14 firepower with no modifier. Or with a +1, I guess, for LV, but... So, like, I now have a 14 firepower dude that's just hanging out there in Crag, which is abusive. This gun can't... Like, as soon as I move with these guys, the gun can't see him anymore, so I can get into here.
Well, yeah, and what I was planning to do was drop a star shell, but then my leader got into melee.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't, and I don't know how much, like, obviously I fucked up the string, and I feel bad for it, because
it doesn't happen all that often. I mean,
that's
like,
the
yes,
thing,
it's
too.
kind of annoying, but I don't think, it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 stacks unless you roll really poorly.
Yeah, and I don't feel like, even if string had happened, I don't really know if, because, like, my guys were kind of positioned in a way that with the NVR of 2, they'd still be able to do something. Like, they might not be able to get adjacent, but they'd still, get to shoot in the advanced fire phase. Our IFTs were completely garbage, so it didn't help at all, because you're trying to do 3, 6, or 4, 8 firepower shots, and there's no reward for it. Like, I don't know. This is one of the few scenarios that we've played from this pack that I've almost wondered out loud, going, why don't you have entrenchment? Like, why do you not have, like, 2 foxholes, say?
because here's the fun part: they're recreating the historical event, which was to the south somewhere. So the bottom, like kind of where your 9-1 is. That's where my camp was. I heard you guys coming. I ran up over the hill and took a line along the crags and the woods there, and then I proceeded to slaughter you. Particularly once the cavalry came in, apparently. So yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wonder
I'm a little bit
because
confused as well. I feel like it's a bit too easy to get in. I don't know. I don't know if it's too easy to get in close or there's just a lot of firepower on your side.
yeah, like I kind of wonder if maybe we fucked something up, which I mean, I guess is entirely possible. But the only other thing I could think of would be like you you find out where the biggest concentration of units are. You have a leader posted on because you only get 2 leaders, which is not a lot. I guess 3 if you count the reinforcements. But so you place like a leader here and a leader here, and then you star shell one of them, hoping to essentially just like completely freeze movement.
See, here's the fun
But
part. I don't know that the star shells help. Like, yes, they're useful in terms of illuminating things, but they work in both ways. So yeah, I'm illuminating you, but I'm also illuminating myself, and that doesn't help.
so the way I would see it is just that, like maybe it's more of a help against cloaked units, but at least stripping the concealment makes it so that your 3 firepower shot stays 3 or becomes a 6 if it's close enough. But that's
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
I mean, it doesn't strip concealment necessarily until you move, I believe.
Yeah, but if because the star shell, do I have a counter for it? I don't have it in my top row. Where's star
So
shell?
here's the thing. The deal with the star shell is, yes, it makes it easier for me to fire at you. It makes the E3 gun much more useful, but it basically also sacrifices whatever unit is sitting in there because that unit can't fire out of the illumination. None of the other units with it can actually fire out of that illumination. So it's like it's also very hard to place it because I have to be able to see a spot where there's a fight going on, basically.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of one of those like you put in the leaders out in the open, quote unquote, but far enough that you I guess don't advance into them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
It's
I could stick them out on the line. I mean, I did that with the 8-0, but I need those guys to rally my units when they inevitably break. I mean,
yeah.
and I don't want them up front because then they get, they get pasted. So I don't know. I think I defended too far forward. I think I should have closed it in a little bit along the kind of that center hill, just to kind of make you advance a little more and start getting into strain rolls and things like that.
Mm,
I mean, I took full advantage. 25% of my units were hipped. I got something like, I think it's 8 concealment markers. So I was trying to use as many of those as I possibly could. I think I actually got a few more, but
uh,
um,
whatever.
but
I'm
it's
I'm actually
yeah. I mean, it was
curious
just
now.
like, eh.
Cause so I heard I was hearing somebody talk about this, um, in the Two Half Squads podcast, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna be. And no offense to Jeff and Dave, I'm not gonna be as annoying as them by constantly ringing a bell when I make a mention like that. Um, but I wonder, is there not a bonus for entrenching? There isn't one. Hmm. Because the only thing I could think of would be like, uh, you wouldn't drop concealment because I wouldn't have line of sight. So if you set all your guys up on the hill and just like from turn one was like, I'm entrenching, I want to dig foxholes, it's pluses that you wouldn't get otherwise, I suppose. Um, but I don't even know. Like the problem
Yeah,
with
I mean,
entrenching is
sure.
that
I think I could do that. I think just I don't know. I mean,
like the problem with entrenching is like you need to roll a 5 or less to make the attempt and get a foxhole. It's like even that's crazy. Like I don't know. I think the only if there's any criticism for me to apply is just like maybe not have those guys there is probably the only thing.
I mean, I
But
only had one unit over there. I had a
that's
unit
true.
and a half
That's
squad down
true.
in the woods. I mean, it wasn't a huge amount. There was a fake in D8 just to kind of keep you. But the problem is I need to be able to inflict some losses. So yeah, maybe if I
Yeah.
hit that guy in F8 or something like that, so he's a little bit further back, that might have been worthwhile. Like I said, it's kind of like I think I defended a little bit too far forward. I think we should have contracted a little bit back um, onto this kind of the center hill, the center part of the board. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It
This
just
is a weird one.
it felt like I had bad rolls early on. I mean, yes, we both were having bad rolls, but I feel like
It
because I
counts a
had less
lot more
units,
for you, for sure.
yeah.
Like,
Um, and just
especially,
letting you get in through that G8 H7, like I should have had units over there. That was my bad. I should have had better protection on that flank, I guess, or used the infantry guns sooner.
right.
But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting problem. I'm not sure how to replicate the historical results. Put it that way.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think like maybe give the Reds two less squads because like I don't know. I'm looking at this and it's like okay, so one crew's on the MMG, one crew's on the infantry gun, and then you get 8 squads, and like I double that virtually. Well, so not 8 squads, 7.5, whatever. But like I'm doubling that. Um, that seems I don't know, especially since like if you're waiting until turn 4 with the way that the CCs were going my way, uh, getting the ambush really helped on that one time. Uh, I think
Yeah,
this one needs to be tweaked a little bit.
that's the nice thing is that almost all of my units are stealthy. Like there's really
Yeah.
only those 2 conscript units that I deployed around the left side that were not stealthy.
Did you have did you have a preference for taking Group A1 versus just the first line, the 347s?
So Group A1 is technically 2 firepower more,
Mm,
right? So that was my thought there. I really was kind of like, I think it's 6 of one, half dozen the other to a certain degree.
right.
And I don't think the 6 versus 7 morale really helped or hindered me, to be honest. So,
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
and the range doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be engaging it at 3 or 4 reliably.
Well,
I mean,
I guess that's the other thing about like gun flashes and whatever is that you do get to shoot, so range kind of comes in, but even then, like the way that the elevation on this board is too, you'd have to be at the edge, of any elevation change, and there's
yeah,
not.
and if I'm firing at a gun flash, you're concealed still in all likelihood. Um, because it's very easy. Like the one thing we weren't doing really was regaining concealment. Like almost all these guys should be reconcealing themselves
Yeah, I
like
mean,
quite a bit.
which
So
I think if anything just speaks more to the potential imbalance that maybe not imbalance. I guess like I should maybe not be too harsh against this snare impact because maybe they surely had more playtesters than I allude to, but um, it certainly feels like in games like this and a couple of other ones that we've been more vocal about, it seems very swingy. So for this to kind of just kind of go more one-sided than we'd expect, it's just kind of strange.
yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I'm willing to chalk that up a little bit to just bad dice luck. I mean, there was a
Yeah.
bunch of shots like the unit the one that finally took I6 basically took 3-4 hexes of shooting at it.
Yeah, at least two.
And
Yeah,
absolutely nothing happened to it. So
yeah,
what can you do?
with an MMG on top of it. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm not. It is what it is. I don't think it's worthwhile playing out. Like I will get the turn 4 reinforcements, but I don't think they're going to be enough to push you off the top hexes.
and I think you probably have a good shot at the auto, the immediate victory. Um, is there a turn limit for that?
No, it's any end of any game turn. The other thing too is that like even with the reinforcements, the other problem is your cavalry, and you're having to like if I'm already here, then how do you cross that as cavalry without like going completely around or dismounting really close and then just doing the rest by foot. I don't really know like how do you get across
Yeah, I
no
mean, and it's
cover.
not that much cavalry to be honest. Like even the full
Yeah.
group is only 4 units of machine gun plus the leader. But so yeah, I mean, I we could play it out, but I don't. I'm pretty sure the outcome is not in doubt. Just a question: what is the leader in that unit doing? Were you trying to sneak up behind me and get into H4?
The entire point was kind of just to get behind and then force encirclements and just
Gotcha.
try to be really annoying. I didn't expect anybody in H4. I'll be completely honest. So seeing those guys hit there was a nasty surprise. I'm sure I would have had some cuss words to say in French if
Yeah, I was hoping to pull you into like G5, like to assault up in there, and then oh they're dummies, and then immediately
just
unveil
hose them. Yeah,
the elite with the LMG next to them just to murder them.
yeah. Which yeah, very good idea for sure. Um, yeah, well, finally we can cast aside Le Franc Tireur. We can say goodbye to the first of many dozens of scenario packs. um,
Yeah, it's tiny steps, right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm happy that we're finally. No offense to the guys, like I said, it's always nice to see these packs, even if like maybe there's some scenarios we don't fully appreciate. Um, but we're finally in 1927. We're coming on, and we're getting into Chinese Civil War. So we're gonna see a lot more Japanese. We're going to see a hell of a lot more Chinese, which is going to be great. I think there's a lot of interesting scenarios that just never get played out. And depending on how things go, we'll have access to the Long March, which is a heat of battle production. And they have like a pseudo campaign that we can do with it. So if I can wrap my head around all of the rules pertaining to it, we can do something and have it maybe have long-standing repercussions to the scenarios as we play through the scenario pack, and maybe involve chat a little bit more um, if and when they prove to be alive.
Yep, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. I'm pretty sure I already got the next two scenarios. Yeah, I've already got them set up, so I'll send those to you through Discord right now. Oops, sent that to somebody else. Um, if you have a preference, let me know. The next one is going to be dispatches from the bunker, lack of discernment. So DB081. If you got a preference, pick. Otherwise, you can always figure something out as to who will play who.
Yeah, I'll play let me play the attackers this go round.
Cool. So you'll be nationalist Chinese, and I'll be red Chinese.
Yep,
So
sounds good. Ooh,
yeah,
artillery versus armored cars.
yeah, and
Oh,
there's
and our first heavy machine guns. Awesome.
I know, right? Like immediately, this just opens a door. So we're gonna have a lot more goodies to play with, which is gonna be
Oh, and a
fun.
flamethrower. Ooh, 2 flamethrowers. I'm excited. And 4 DCs. We know those.
Oh, dude, you have flamethrowers?
I have 2 flamethrowers.
God damn it! Read up on flamethrowers. It's gonna be super important. One, flamethrowers don't have their firepower in advanced fire phase, if I remember correctly, which makes them amazing to attack with. The only problem is that units with a flamethrower get a -1 automatic to all shots against them, as they're more,
They tend
desirable
to blow
targets.
up. Yes.
No, it's more so the reasoning in the rulebook is not that they're more vulnerable to like blowing up or whatever. It's that they are recognized as the more dangerous weapon, and so units will focus more fire against them, which is true, and the incentive is to give you a -1. So I will be burning more and more shots against them. So when you come across like if your unit can be made fanatic or given a +1 somehow to their morale, you automatically want to put a flamethrower on those guys because they will survive more shots or are more likely to survive more shots. Um, you've got an armor leader, so that's going to be pretty important for the armored cars. Um, ooh, all nationalist Chinese MMCs are assault engineers. That's super cool. Each flamethrower has no long range firepower, so they can't shoot 2 hexes at 12 firepower. It's only 24 and is removed after 1 attack. Um, hmm. I kind of want to house rule something because this will often happen to me and I hate it, which is so flamethrowers. If you look at the scenario card, it has X9, which means that if you roll a 9 or above, it's eliminated. You cannot malfunction a flamethrower. So I might just say like you don't we don't worry about that whatsoever. You'll get since you can only use them once each, you'll just get the shots because it sucks to get flamethrowers and not be able to use them.
All right, yeah, we can talk about it on Friday. That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, like snow is possible.
It's a lot of units too. I've got
You
got like
to-
21 plus the armored cars and
Yeah. And a 6+1, hell yeah. 6+1 gets the DC.
yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, should be cool. So I'm immediately already looking forward to Friday, and I hope chat is too. And I'll talk to you guys then.
Yep. Have a good night, chat.